Good evening, everyone. We are continuing paper 1, unit 2, and we have completed classical theory, scientific management theory, bureaucratic theory, human relation theory, behavioral approach, and system approach. We have completed this. And today we are going to discuss these principles of organization, hierarchy, unity of command, span of control, authority, responsibility, coordination, supervision, centralization, decentralization, delegation. Before that, anyone have any doubt? Please ask your doubt. Otherwise, we will, okay, write down your doubt. I will take it. So let's discuss last 15 days current affair and how this current affair is relevant for you in the exam. So how we interpret current affair with public administration. So for this, as I said, you need to remember the syllabus. If you have remembered syllabus, you can connect this current example with public administration syllabus. So this is one question. IMF cleared 3 billion bailout for Sri Lanka. So we will discuss this under good governance paradigm. Good governance paradigm. Under good governance paradigm, we will discuss that what is a good governance paradigm. It is basically aid conditionalities where the developed country, the West, they provide financial aid to the developing country with certain condition. Those condition is known as good governance paradigm. And here same thing, IMF and World Bank, they provide loan, Western dominated financial institution. And here IMF is providing 3 billion bailout for Sri Lanka to stable Sri Lanka, but corruption here. So in good governance paradigm, one of the paramount condition is no corruption. No corruption in governance or no corruption in administration. No corruption in governance, no corruption in administration. This is paramount concern. And what we found, when World Bank or IMF found corruption in Sri Lankan government or Sri Lankan administration, they will not provide loan. So the primary condition to provide a loan is no corruption. That means transparency, accountability. Try to understand. Good governance paradigms condition we will discuss in paper 1, unit 1 is transparency, accountability, citizen-centric administration. So this is two important: transparency, accountability. So under this we can say zero corruption. So it is a primary concern that zero corruption. Okay, zero corruption in administration. Next, this is one. Said Uchcheta Nispati Supreme Court re kayam. This is said State Administrative Tribunal. This is part of, we can call, administrative adjudication. Good governance, you will read in paper 1, Unit 1 basic concept. This said administrative adjudication. This is when administration solve dispute, when administration adjudicate matter. This is known as administrative adjudication. Example is Central Administrative Tribunal, CAT, State Administrative Tribunal. These are administrative adjudication. Apart from this, we knew that this is employees grievance redressal mechanism. You will find in paper 1 unit 9, paper 2 unit 10, and this also said you will find in paper 1 unit 6, paper 2 unit 10. So said Odisha government has taken a decision to abolish state administrative tribunal, and it will result into a very negative repercussion over administrative adjudication, over employees grievance redressal mechanism. But Supreme Court has upheld the verdict. Supreme Court has upheld the decision of the state government. So what do you will write? That whenever you write a question on state administrative tribunal, in current example you can write that the state government has decided to abolish the state administrative tribunal. Okay, this is you right. Yes, देखो, central secretariat. If you remember the syllabus, central secretariat, it is a 60 mark question. Important. Paper 2, unit 3, central secretariat. So it is the current example which you can write while writing answer on central secretariat. So what current decision central secretariat has taken to increase its efficiency? This is one. The central secretariat adopted initiative for increasing efficiency in decision making in the government. Okay, so what is that? A four-pronged approach was adopted by central government with DARPG, Department of Administrative Reform and Public Governance. It is a nodal department. Reform of delayering, delegation, digitization and desk officer system has been led to. Okay, anyone? Okay, Punawasi, you want to say something? Okay, anything? Anyone want to use this raise hand? Just give me a message first. Okay, try to understand. As central secretariat is a common question every year, 1 year, second year, it will come. So central secretariat has taken a reform and initiative to increase efficiency in decision making. Increase efficiency in decision making. That is important. And how it increase the efficiency? By delayering, delegation, digitalization, and desk officer system. It led to define work allocation, reduce channel of submission, timely decision making, and embodying the principle of minimum government and maximum governance. So, what is the takeaway? Reform in Central Secretariat by DARPG, Department of Administrative Reform and Public Grievance. Department of Administrative Reform and Public Grievance. This is the nodal department. Remember this name. Department of Administrative Reform and Public Grievance. This is a department under central government. It is a nodal agency related to administrative reform in central government. Okay. So what is the aim of the reform? Increase efficiency in decision making. As decision making is very important part of governance, the aim is to increase efficiency in decision making process. So four-pronged approach was adopted by central government with DARPG is a nodal department, delayering, delegation. So remember, wherever you write an answer, suppose you need to write an answer on delegation. Here you can add those ideas that central government, central secretariat focus on delegation, to increase efficiency in decision making. Digitization, that means use of IT, and desk officer system, define work allocation, reduce channel submission and timely decision making. Minimum government, maximum governance. This is the way government of India function, and this is interpretation of, this is nothing but the concept new right philosophy. We will read in paper 1 unit 1 that promote a small state but strong state. So delayering, that is a flat structure. Focus to create a flat structure, not a hierarchical structure, but a flat structure. Delegating work and use of IT to increase efficiency in decision making, and desk officer system. Desk officer system. So what do you understand? It is very important for right answer in paper 2 unit 3. Hello, देखो एटा ही पॉवर्टी तुमको मार्क दबो. When I say enrichment, everyone देखो everyone समस्त लिखिबे सेंट्रल सेक्रेटेरिएट समस्त जानि जंदी समस्त बहिरे पढि जंदी. What more information you can give, that will give you mark. As it is called a dynamic subject, so second administrative reform commission and current example, I always focus on these two, you people, and you people have to write your answer in a different way than other people. Rest, only in that case you will get maximum mark, otherwise general mark. Believe me, it is trial and tested method. Your answer should be different from other people. You write same 600 word or 200 word, but your 200 word have more content than other. And you enrich, for example, icing in the cake by giving what current development related to that central secretariat and what second administrative reform commission's recommendation to increase efficiency of central secretariat. So every public administration evaluator who is evaluating your copy, you will read. It is not that you will not read anything, you will read certain point, or at least you will read your introduction and your conclusion. And in the conclusion of every answer, we should give second administrative reform commission report and current example. I guarantee mark. Okay, I guarantee mark if you write this. It is my conviction. No, desk officer system. No, it is not related to public grievance. Desk officer system is particularly a post, for example, like ASO, SO. So like that, there is a system. Desk officer system led to define work allocation. He will allocate work. There should not be duplication. So, समझते बुझছো तो for new people it is the first enrichment class what I am taking. So our this type of class will go on till mains. ହେଲା तो हमरो concern कोन एबे देखो दीटा पॉइंट तमे देखिलो. Try to understand what I want to convey you. कि administrative adjudication आसिला कोन current affair दबो. Central Secretariat question asila kona current affair dabo. You need to remember this whatever I am teaching. So we will 100 of current affair we will discuss. You need to write one. So it is a process, gradual process. Hela तो एटा टिके समस्ते नुआ पिला for especially new student who are new to the class टिके माइंड रे पूरा what काहा को जदी डाउट अछि प्लीज कन्वे मी. এটা গোটে we are discussing answer writing. गोटे आंसर रे लास्ट पार्ट जो मु कहे कि थ्योरिस्ट रे तो ठीक अछि हमें क्रिटिसिज्म और रिलेवेंट लिखिला सेकंड पेपर आंसर रे कि फर्स्ट पेपर बहुत जगह रे हमको सेकंड. आई होप एवरीवन every one of you must know what is second administrative reform commission. There is a first administrative reform commission, second administrative reform commission, what is a ARC. First ARC, second ARC. So second ARC is just recent in 2005. It has given 15 report, and we need to write the recommendation of those report in our answer. You don't read everything. If you want to read second ARC report, read from my book I have given in the end. So I will teach you here how to extract 3-4 point of second ARC. First report, fourth report, ninth report, 10th report, 11th report, 14th report, 15th report, and use in answer. I will give you everything. I will give you second ARC, I will give you current example, I will give you everything. That is my responsibility. You don't need to worry about this. Your responsibility is to remember and represent in the answer book. बुझिलो तो responsibility share जेमती टेलर कहिदिला both manager and workers should share responsibility. I have taken my responsibility. मु तुमको ताला भी दे देबी चाबी भी दे देबी माने क्वेश्चन भी देखाई देबी देखो ए क्वेश्चन आरो ए आंसर ए क्वेश्चन आरो ए आंसर ए क्वेश्चन आसिले स्टार्ट एमती करिवो इंट्रो लिखिवो एटा बॉडी लिखिवो एटा कंक्लूजन लिखिवो ए क्वेश्चन रे ए सेकंड ईयर से रिपोर्ट ए क्वेश्चन रे ए करंट अफेयर. आई विल गिव यू एवरीथिंग. You don't need to worry कि मोते सर्च करिया को पड़िबा ना. That is my task. I will do every homework. I will do everything. You don't need to do anything. Pobed related तमे किछि करो नै हैला. Just blindly follow me. तमे किछि material search सब मु करूची. In due time you will get to know. In due time you will get to know everything. देखो सेकेंड ARC बहुत देची. इफ यू वांट टू रीड देखो तमे माने मोर बुक जो द बुक आई हैव रिटन सेथिरु सेकेंड ARC रिपोर्ट पछरे अछि सेथिरु खाली ब्लैक टा माने पढि दियो आ बेसी किछि पढो नै एंड रेस्ट जेति की दरकार आई विल टीच यू. ओके को यूनिट रे लिसन अगेन को यूनिट रे को क्वेश्चन रे को सेकंड ARC रिपोर्ट रो को पॉइंट दबो आई विल टेल यू एवरीथिंग इन ड्यू कोर्स ऑफ टाइम. सेटा मो ऊपर छाडी दियो तमे खोजिबा तमे मटेरियल ना मु पढुची हैला मु पांचटा रिसोर्स सोर्स रु पढुची मु पांचटा जिंस कंपाइल करूची सेटा मु तमको दोउची सेटा तमरो माने नाही. एज यू हैव जॉइन द क्लास आउ तमरो से रिस्पांसिबिलिटी नाही. आई विल गिव यू एवरीथिंग. करंट एग्जांपल हैला सेकंड ARC हैला क्वेश्चन आंसर एवरीथिंग सेटा तमे बाकी तमरो यू फोकस ऑन योर जीएस एंड पेपर 1 पेपर 2 जीएस हैला. पॉवेट में बेसी ओरिड होने जहां मु कहूची खाली सुनो. ओके सो हां आई विल गिव यू एवरीथिंग. तमे खाली आंसर राई के लिखिबा कथा बस. दैट इज सो एटा हे गला. दिस इज लेटेस्ट न्यूज़ दैट हाउ central secretariats Efficiency has enhanced with use of IT, with delegation, and with delayering. That is a flat structure. So what is delayering? देखो इटा full implementation of delayering implies that joint secretary reported directly to secretary. Hello. So joint secretary, they will directly report to secretary, not additional secretary, not any other secretary. Getting it? Huh. So it is, we are moving toward a flat structure. Out of 74 ministry or department who have submitted self-assessment form, 91 ministry have delayered. Means 91% of ministry, they focus on a flat structure, less hierarchical structure. The step is aimed toward increasing efficiency in decision making. File doesn't move enough more than 4 officers. File doesn't move through more than 4 officers. बुझिपारुछ माने गोटे हायरार्की रे मैक्सिमम 4 ऑफिसर रहिबे, not more than 4. So the DARPG jaha कहथिले Department of Administrative Reform and Public Grievance, remember its name, and it is under the personnel ministry, Ministry of Personnel. So what is the aim? How we increase efficiency? By becoming a hierarchical structure to a less hierarchical structure, flat structure or less hierarchical structure. The ministry should ensure that files should not move through more than 4 lead. Okay. Empowered joint secretary report to secretary directly. এটা হয়ে গলা। তো सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट लेवल रे तमे कोन जानिलो कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट रे they try to decrease the hierarchy of organization to speed up the decision making process. Next, देखो फ्रॉम ओडिशा राजधानी उपखंड रे भी एमिति गां जोटी पीवा पानी पई चुआ ही भरोसा. This is what? Inefficiency of administration. Very simple. This is administrative inefficiency. This is example of a prismatic society. We will discuss in comparative public administration. Prismatic society or Sala model, where reach or penetration of administration is low. Penetration of administration is low. Administrative penetration, administration presence is very low. राजधानी रो चाकर चक्कर रे कोन ठेसा होई रही होचे आदिवासी गां. ओके. हां, गवर्नमेंट हो स्विफ्टर नॉट फॉर एक्सपोर्टर. तो एठी हमर किछि नै, हमर अछि जो न्यू पॉलिसी होची, न्यू फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी. So policy, every know there is a public policy, so it is a new foreign trade policy, and we discussed that policy is policy is now formulated by both state plus non-state actor. State actor, we know legislative, executive, judiciary. These are state actor. Non-state actor are private sector, market, civil society. And here the new policy have no sunset date and will tweak based on the emerging world trade scenario and industry feedback. So industry feedback, that means feedback or suggestion from industry, that means private sector. है So government now take suggestion, take idea from private sector to formulate new policy. So this is what we learn from here, that nowadays public policy is formulated by both state plus non-state actor, and this is an example of that. This one question, Sisodia prima facie architect of criminal conspiracy, say quote. So here CBI, case registered by CBI, irregularities in the formulation and implementation of excise policy. Based on CBI, ED is conducting money laundering probe. So these are agency against corruption, CBI, ED. Apart from that, CVC, SVC. This is an example that CBI, ED take cognizance against corruption practice and corruption related to a public policy. Public policy formulation and implementation also become corrupt. Kerala Lokayuk leaves CMDRF case to larger bench. Nepotism is a type of corruption or form of corruption. So this is again Lok Ayukt. Lok Ayukt, Lok Pal. This you read in paper 1 unit 5, paper 2 unit 10. Grievance redressal mechanism for enforcement directorate, ED. News रे सबडे आसो ना ED, enforcement directorate. It related to money laundering. So Lokpal, Lokayukt, you all know these are ombudsman system. Redress citizen grievance against administration, against government. It started in Sweden, implemented in India on the recommendation of first ARC, headed by Morarji Desai and later Hanumanteya, and Lok Ayukt was first. Odisha passed the act first, but Maharashtra implemented. And Lokpal recently 2019, after many failed attempts after Anna Hazare movement, central government forced to come out with Lokpal, and Mr. Ghosh, Justice Ghosh, become the first Lokpal. And many limitation of Lokpal that we will discuss. This is audit. Audit you will discuss in paper 1 unit 10. Ethi audit achi. Audit kiye kore? You all know CAG audit kore. Article 148. CAG, the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, conduct audit. Paper 1 unit 10, paper 2 unit 7. Again, request to everyone, if you haven't remembered the syllabus, please remember. It is very essential. It is very essential. এটা admit card ভাবো syllabus মুখস্থ syllabus should be on tip of your tongue. When I said paper 1 unit 10 you should mind ରେ ଆସିଯିବା କଥା paper 1 unit 10 ରେ financial administration ଅଛି ଆଉ ସେଥିରେ audit word mention ହେଇକି ଅଛି. Paper 2 unit 7 whenever I say ତ mind ରେ ଆସିଯିବା କଥା control over public expenditure ସେଥିରେ ଅଛି parliamentary control through CAG audit. देखो इट विल बी हेल्पफुल जे मने रखिन से जाओ मने रख 20 थर लिखि दियो मने रहि जिवो डू व्हाटएवर यू डू बट रिमेंबर वेरी बेसिक थिंग्स यू हैव टू रिमेंबर otherwise there is no excuse. So paper 1 unit 10 CH audit. So what is audit? Basically audit is policy evaluation. In public policy, we will discuss 3 stages of a public policy. Public policy formulation, implementation and evaluation. And audit is a mechanism to evaluate public policy. So from CAG to, I think you heard a concept, social audit. It has sunithibo, it is here PRI, Gram Sabha. Smallest unit of governance. This consists of all adult registered voter of that particular village is Gram Sabha. It conducts social audit to make administration accountable. Today we are discussing no topic, current example. Paper जो आसुने हिंदू current affair किमती पॉबेड इंटरप्रेट होउची सेटा हम आज डिस्कशन करूछु. So it is not related to any, it cover the overall syllabus. हेला तो ऑडिट गुटे वर्ड ऑडिट कोडी अछि तमरो पेपर रे ऑडिट कोन बेसिकली मु गुटे ओवरऑल कहूची सुनो. The CAG Girish Chandra Murmu announced full activation of One Indian Audit and Account Department, web-based IT application. Again IT asigala. IT in audit. Okay, IT एबे कोडी अछि पेपर 1 यूनिट 6 रे IT अछि पेपर 2 यूनिट 10 रे हैला. तो आईटी क्वेश्चन पेपर 1 यूनिट 6 रे आसी पारे पेपर 2 यूनिट 10 रे आसी पारे. So your mind should be connect. So whenever IT question you can give one example that recently the CAG developed a IT application in audit process. ये वाला current example कि how IT use होइछि IT केमते यूज होउछि. For multiple language offline functionality and mobile app for complete digitalization of audit process from April 2023. So this is only use of IT in audit process. And what is audit? It is policy evaluation to find out whether the policy which is being formulated and implemented by the government, formulated by legislative and implemented by executive, is it good or any flaw in there? What changes we should make? Everything. Our next is देखो लोकपाल क्लोज 68% graft complaint against officer without action. This is what limitation of lokpal. The ombudsman mechanism, the grievance redressal mechanism against administration. So you can say that this is the biggest limitation. This is the current example you can write in lokpal question. And listen, you can write current example in your Indian polity and governance also. As polity become more and more governance. So 68% complaint against officer without any action. So this is the biggest limitation, or we can call the failure of lokpal. Okay. So the anti-corruption body for your ego investigate complaint against public functionary, including Prime Minister, submitted to a parliamentary panel. Department of Personnel and Training received a 8703 complaint and 59 disposed of. Lokpal has submitted to the committee. It has not prosecuted even a single person. देखो इधर Lokpal has submitted the committee that it hasn't prosecuted even a single person accused of graft till date. So what is the use of Lokpal? No use. If it hasn't prosecuted a single person, the country's first Lokpal, Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, appointed along with 8 other members. Justice Ghosh moved out of office on May 2022 after attaining 70 years of age, and since Pradeep Kumar Mohanty acting as the chairperson. So now there is no Lokpal. Pradeep Mohanty is acting. बुझो এটা ଗୋଟେ information limitation of Lokpal कि no if question come no chairman. Presently there is no chairman. Lokpal has allocated this crore budget chhado. Lokpal was set up to strengthen the legal and institutional mechanism to deal with corruption in public life. Lokpal was established in an effort to promote clean and responsive governance, and therefore the Lokpal should act as an enabler. Yes, Lokpal is established with a very clear vision, very clear mandate to do this thing. But the limitation Lokpal face now has resulted into making it an ineffective institution to redress citizen grievance or take action against corruption. So whenever you write a question on Lokpal, you can write that 68% of graft complaint against without any action, and it hasn't prosecute even a single officer. So this shows the severe limitation or hurdle before the Lokpal to act as a strong barrier against corruption. So this is a news you everyone go through it. So what is the crux of the news? That a reach of administration or administrative penetration it result into development, welfare. Swabhimam Anchal has become a long way from the cut-off area. Earlier it was cut off, so no administration is there. So it was cut off from the mainland. But now it become a Swabhiman Anchal. Now administration rich, governance come, development come, and it no longer become a cut-off area. है So 7,000 mobile दिया है school everything. So what is the outcome of this article? That solution of all problem, be it social, economic, Maoist problem, is administration. So administration has such capacity, the scope is such high that it can solve anything. Okay, so in people who are aspired to be administrator, so the onus is on you. You can bring visible change, desirable change in society. This is the article. 166 civil servant has been officer booked by CBI since 2018. So CBI anti corruption. This is This is again use of IT. Use of IT in administration. Already Odisha government has focused IT in more Sarkar and 5T. 1T is technology, that is IT in governance. And yesterday I have told you from closed system to open, closed administration to open administration কি করিব IT করিব, classical administration to human relation behavioral কি করিব IT করিব। তো চিফ মিনিস্টার নবীন পটনায়ক established a directorate of Odisha Paribar. So directorate, try to understand, secretariat and directorate, line and staff. Paper 1 unit 3 रे अछि line and staff. Paper 2 unit 4 रे अछि directorate and secretariat. So line is directorate, staff is secretariat. And it is based on split system in administration. So what is split system? That is two part. Split two part. So one part is related to policy implementation, one part related to policy formulation. Very simple. Indian administration is based on split, like split AC, two part, two unit. One unit is focused on policy formulation, that is staff or secretariat. You all know Odisha secretariat, it's known as Lok Seva Bhavan. It is definitely you can write definitely that administrative richness or the presence of administration in those interior area will definitely result into give us a solution to the left wing extremism. हाँ बिल्कुल solution दे पारियो. So this is line staff, secretary, director. We will deal in detail later. ଏବେ ଖାଲି ଏଟା ଦେଖେଇ ଦେଲି କି ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଏଷ୍ଟାବ୍ଲିଶ କଲା ଗୋଟେ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟରେଟ୍ ଯିଏ କି ଇମ୍ପ୍ଲିମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବ ପଲିସି. ଓକେ. Next, Odisha statewide area network OS1 that provide data connectivity voice. So IT re OS1. We have pioneered in leveraging latest technology as part of our 5T charter to improve the effectiveness of governance. So 5T increase effectiveness of governance system and delivery of public service. Technology has served as an enabling tool in transferring delivery of good governance and public good and service. So role of IT in delivery of public service. It is a tool to ensure good governance. Technology now allows governance delivery on the go. The digital cabinet pushes the boundary of technology and speed of governance. And yes, the Chief Minister said technology has been transforming a tool for delivering good governance. ହେଲା ମନେ ରଖ IT ensure good governance देखो এটা ଗୋଟେ ମନେ ରଖ 360 degree appraisal system this is paper 1 unit 9 personnel administration रे अछि performance evaluation and in performance evaluation you can write that now 360 degree appraisal 360 degree appraisal system ଚାଲିଛି ଏବେ ହେଲା a 360 degree appraisal feedback system introduced by Center for appraising the performance of all India service officer in state government service for empanelment. So this will solve the problem of Peter principle. This will remove inefficiency from administration. This will capable officer on top post. Okay, so some officer has challenged the 360 degree appraisal, but the court has upheld it. High Court upheld this. Yes, so what we need? Decisiveness, quality of work, willingness to take responsibility, moral courage, innovativeness, initiation, risk-taking ability, patience, problem-solving skill, team player. So this is what we need. Annual confidential report ACR. If an employee wants certain quality, especially senior level, it cannot be set arbitrary. So the government need decisiveness, quality, the employee should take responsibility, moral courage. Eta ethics re bhi you can use it in ethics. Innovativeness, initiation, risk taking ability. You need to be patience, problem solving skill, and you must be a team player, behavioral approach. So you need all this quality in order to get promoted. Bhava. This is what we call 360 degree appraisal, and remember this. It is latest news agro nathila to amar puni change hegala. So one should be decisive, quality. He must take responsibility. Any officer, you people are also in future when you people become promoted to secretary, the government want this quality in you. You must have good quality. You should take responsibility, moral, innovativeness, initiation, risk-taking ability. You must have patience. You must have problem-solving ability, and you must be a leader. This is very essential. This is part of. In future, you might get a question that what is 360 degree performance evaluation? Hello. So this is what we knew last 2 weeks current example, and again after 2 week or 1 week we will again take a class where we will discuss. Yes. So this is how we will go, and before exam in your mind there is hundred of current affair, so you don't put a lot of effort to think what to write. It flow automatically. Take my word, it flow automatically.